Hello everyone, and welcome back to the series where I show you some of the lowest points of my life. Come on in, welcome. So if you didn't see the first video of this where we explored where I grew up, a video which should have been called Reasons Not to Raise Your Child in Idaho, we basically explored what it was like in the town that I grew up in, started my channel from, and everything like that. So today, grab your snackies and do your best Lydia from Skyrim impression.
Lead the way.
Because today, you're following me back to Idaho. Oh god, man, please no, not again. What? Come on, guys, you're gonna love it. I don't think I will. Also, if you're interested, there's going to be a special extended edition of this video available for my patrons over at patreon.com/CaptainDestes. Also, if you wanted to support the channel but maybe don't want to go to another platform, I've recently enabled YouTube memberships, which have all the benefits of Patreon with the added bonus of it being here on YouTube. So yeah, click the join button if you're interested in that or the description down below. And now on to the video. So shortly after living in the worst duplex of all time, home to incredibly dangerous spiders and even more incredibly dangerous neighbors. Yes! Look at how shitty that is. I moved by myself to a place 45 minutes south of Sandpoint called Coeur d'Alene. Or as anyone who would look at this name pronounces it, Coeur d'Alene, which of course in French means butthole of the earth. Nah, I wish, that would be cool. I don't know about you, but I would live in butthole of the earth. Idaho? Idaho is the butthole of the earth. Who are we kidding? No, apparently Coeur d'Alene means heart of an awl? Awl? The fuck is an awl, dude? An awl is a small pointed tool used for piercing holes, especially in leather. Of course. Heart of a small pointed tool used for piercing holes, of course. What a great town name. But yes, Coeur d'Alene, home to the statue of a moose and not much else. I don't know why this is the first thing that comes up when you type in Coeur d'Alene. It's just like, hey, check out this fucking moose statue. It's sick, right? Like other places, you type in San Francisco, it's like, oh, the Golden Gate Bridge, nice. Oh, Alcatraz, dope. We get a moose statue. We like to bring people in to check out our moose statues. Anyways, yes, so Coeur d'Alene, which despite still being in Idaho, was actually a super nice place to live. Because the thing about it is, it's actually really pretty. It's just that, like all towns in Idaho, it's mainly the people that suck fucking ass. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but it's like a lot of the time your hometown isn't super bad. It's mainly just the memories and the people associated to your hometown that sucks. So the first place that I ended up moving into when I went to Coeur d'Alene was this little apartment complex called Rockwood Lodge, which let me try to find that. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so here was the apartment complex, and it was really nice, honestly. Like I would probably live here again. And I actually lived in 2 different apartments at this complex. I tend to do this a lot where like I'll stay within an apartment complex for several years. Like you probably noticed, I'm actually in a new house right now, but prior to me living here, I lived in an apartment complex for 7 years. But within those 7 years, I lived in 3 different apartments within that complex. So the first place that I stayed at was this one right here. And it was a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. This is where I filmed, I don't even know, 11. A lot of Q&As and stuff were in here. And then also, kind of like, I guess the biggest thing I filmed in here was the Saw spoof. I don't really have like a lot of memories about this place other than I just loved being out of Sandpoint. Like this was a time in my life where I was just exploring a butt ton because I had never really been outside of my hometown. You know, like, this was the first time that I was actually able to go out on my own and not kind of be tethered to my hometown or my parents, you know? So this was a big exploratory part of my life. This was a kind of the time in my life where I started getting into like Friday Night Magic. So there was a game store in this mall that would do like Friday Night Magic, and my friend and I would go in here like pretty much every week and just try to hit on ladies. But the thing is with magic stores is there's not really ladies within magic stores, says the guy whose girlfriend works in a magic store right now. After I lived in this apartment, I moved to a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, like just literally right down this road. I definitely filmed a lot of Q&As at that apartment. This is kind of when my like personal channel was starting to pop off. This is the second moving in vlog, so let's go check out my house. Oh, that's when I filmed, I don't even know, 9.5 part 2. And then I don't even know, 9 3/4. Also, this was around the time that like I started taking trips down to Florida a lot because my manager at the time lived in Florida, and so he would have us come down every once in a while. So like this was around the time that like the first playlist live started coming into being. So here's Idaho in a nutshell. It's like, okay, we get this pretty, oh wow, nice, lovely. And then on the other side, fucking tractors and death. Ooh, here's some cool stuff I could show you. So one cool thing was that we had this like fun area called Triple Play, and it's pretty much where I had my birthday every year. Like, my mom was super poor, but she would always take me to Triple Play in Raptor Reef, and it's basically like indoor water park. You get like laser tag and like fucking parkour shit. I will still go to Triple Play just for memory's sake. And then the other place that I always love frequenting when I go back to Idaho is called Silverwood, which I'll show you guys. Hold on, let's see if we can go in Silverwood. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so Silverwood was the other kind of like really cool thing, in quotations, really cool thing that there is to do, which like you're looking at this saying, what is this? But this was like our amusement park. Because it was in Idaho, like we didn't have like a lot of great options for amusement parks or whatever, but you know, I'll tell you this, we had one of the oldest roller coasters that still is in operation to this day, and definitely no one's died on it. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, every time I go back to Idaho, I'll go to Silverwood just because it's really fucking, it's mainly just a nostalgic thing, you know? Like, I don't honestly have a lot of fun on roller coasters anymore because my bones hurt every single time I go on a roller coaster. Ah, my bones! No, I actually like roller coasters, but I filmed a couple of videos at Silverwood that you guys might remember. There was one where I was just spraying people from like a little bumper car, like a bumper boat thing. Now wait, well, hold on guys. I know you probably clicked away from the video because of how freaking boring Coeur d'Alene is, but hold on, it gets mildly better, just wait. All right, so one of the other like things that I would do when I lived in Coeur d'Alene was I would just go to Walmart for no fucking reason. Like, I kid you not, we would go in Walmart to hang out. That's how fucking boring Idaho is. So after we lived in the 2-bedroom apartment in Rockwood Lodge, this is sort of when like my YouTube stuff was starting to kick off more. So I decided, hey, you know what? It would be cool to move into a house because fuck apartments, they're stupid, right? And this house, I paid $800 a month, which is like nothing. And I have some of the greatest memories at this house. And it was like really nice, like surprisingly nice. Okay, so it was right here. Yeah, this one right here. So this was the first house I ever lived in. And as you can see, it's like really not that bad. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath apartment. I actually made a moving in vlog of this place, so you guys can like go back and watch it if you want to. One cool thing about living in a house that cannot be understated is like you can be as loud as you want. And when you're a YouTuber and you have to be loud, it's really annoying when you have neighbors underneath you or beside you or whatever who like fucking complain to you or complain to like the apartment complex.
Yes, my next door neighbor is being slightly too loud and I am trying to knit right now.
Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. That was the one thing that was great about this house was like, I remember one of the first days I was moving into this place, I had fucking Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone just as loud as my sound system would go. And I was like, this is living right now. This is great. Also, this was the house that I actually got a maid for the first time, which was an experience. And this maid was fantastic. And if she's still around, if she's watching these videos, I miss you. Her name was Lisa, but okay, this is gonna sound bad, but she let us call her Consuela. And it's because like we were watching Family Guy and like, you know, there's the maid Consuela and like, we're like, you're basically our Consuela. And she's like, do you want to call me Consuela? And I'm like, yes, please. So she let us call her Consuela.
We need more lemon pledge.
You need more lemon pledge.
Yes.
And not only was she fantastic, but she would make us burritos every week, burritos. And we'd have enough left over that we could just like store it. We'd have meals throughout the fucking week, man. It was great. Consuela, I miss you. I don't know where you are, but I will pay you to make more burritos for me. But anyways, this house was also where I met one of my longtime friends, Chase, who I actually met at this Best Buy right here. I will tell you the story, I've told it many times before, but I went into Best Buy because I was looking for, and I quote, this is what I said to Chase. Hello, sir, I'm looking for a sound system that will blow out my asshole when Megatron lands in Transformers. And Chase, having not known me at all, says, I have just the thing, follow me. So he gave me a sound system, great deal, great price. And while I didn't like get his contact information that first time that I went into Best Buy and we exchanged, you know, conversations and stuff. I remember I kept going back into this Best Buy because there was a girl that worked there that I really wanted to befriend. Yes, befriend. So then that's when I kind of got talking to Chase more and stuff, and we became friends, and the rest is history. No, I don't want to go to the airport. I didn't even know there was an airport. What the fuck is Pappy Boyington Field? Don't mind me, I'm gonna be flying into Pappy Boyington this afternoon. Sounds like a fucking villain in like a Disney movie. Watch out for Pappy Boyington! Ah! So I stayed at this house until, as I mentioned, my manager from Florida was kind of like, you know, urging me, hey,
Come to Florida. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love how fucking humid it is here and how it feels like you're breathing through a wet towel all the time and how terrible people are. You're gonna love it.
So after staying at this house for a couple years, my manager was able to convince me to move to Florida. But that is the Florida saga, which I will not go into right now. But if we get enough likes and desire for me to do the Florida saga, then I will. But moving right along. So this is called Riverstone, and it's basically, it's kind of an ever-growing area of like upper class cool shit. So I remember as they were building this Riverstone down here, they have this this theater over here. This Regal Cinema right here is where I spent also a lot of my time. And I remember one of my girlfriends, I was like, hey babe, you want to like go to a movie and shit? So we went down to this Regal and she's like, what movie did you want to see? And I said Narnia because it like, I think one of the new Narnias was coming out, and she fucking cried because she didn't want to watch Narnia. And I was like, okay, this relationship is not gonna work out. The bitch doesn't want to watch Narnia? What the fuck's wrong with you? Look, a sign for Sandpoint. Go that way if you want to hate your life. So this was pretty much the main street of Coeur d'Alene. It's basically where every business that you actually want to go to was on. So, you know, we got things like Pizza Hut, we got McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Need a job? Let's talk about it.
We got things like this this Carl's Jr. right there. You notice that sign right beneath it that says green burrito. Fun story, I actually would frequent this Carl's Jr. quite a bit to get those green burritos, and one time I bought like 3 or 4 of them and I forgot that I had them, so they're just sitting rotting in a bag in my room. And like I didn't notice until I could smell it. I was like, what the fuck is that smell, dude? So like I like reached under my bed and it was just a rotting like burrito thing. And the reason I'm laughing is, what do you think I did with that rotting burrito bag? All right, A, tossed it out. B, showed my friends. C, ate it. Which one, guys? If you guess C, yes, I fucking ate it. I was like, if I microwave this, it'll get rid of all the germs, right? So like I microwaved it and I fucking took a bite. I don't remember who was over at the time, but like I took a bite in front of them and then I just started laughing hysterically. And I just remember like laughing even more that I was laughing while eating a burrito and they were just staring at me like I was fucking crazy. Like I was just sitting here eating this rotten burrito and they're just like, I shouldn't be here. This guy's scary. I would take a bite, laugh so hard I would cry, take another bite, laugh so hard I would cry. So that's a story right there. But yeah, so this was the main street that kind of everything happened on, and one of my favorite businesses was on this street, and I'm so fucking sad that it got shut down, but it got replaced by basically the equivalent of it. So it's this business right here, this Entertain Mart right there. This used to be a business called Hastings, and it kind of did the exact same shit. It just was kind of branded differently. I have so many collectibles to this day that I got from Hastings. Like anytime I would get paid from YouTube or anything that I did, first thing that I fucking do is go to Hastings and just spend an inordinate amount of money there. So I remember going back like to Coeur d'Alene a couple years ago and I saw that Hastings was being shut down. And like I remember walking into this Hastings and like actually fucking crying about it, because I was like, I had this like weird kind of existential realization that things end. And I know that's like really morbid and whatever, but like it started with me walking around in Hastings. And then I remember as I was driving around Coeur d'Alene, I was thinking about other shit. I was like, oh my God, my grandma is gonna die. My mom is gonna die one day. Yeah, it's really morbid, But just the fact that this place was shutting down triggered all of that in me, and it was just a really weird drive after that. But while Hastings did end, it was replaced by this Entertain Mart, and last time I went to Coeur d'Alene, I went in there, and it's the same feelings that I got whenever I would go into Hastings, so that's wonderful. And I love that whoever made this Entertain Mart, bless your soul. You're keeping my my teenage years alive, basically. So far, I know you've looked at Coeur d'Alene and said, wow, this place sucks severe donkey balls. And you'd be right from what I've shown you so far. But the best parts of Coeur d'Alene are yet to come, and so many moments of me and like mental health stuff were down at these parts of Coeur d'Alene, which I'll show you now. So here is where kind of the real like scenic parts of Coeur d'Alene are. Starting with, you know, we get the Coeur d'Alene Lake right here, super pretty. And then right next to it is this big ass thing called the Coeur d'Alene Resort, which one of my goals in my life was to stay in the Coeur d'Alene Resort, because I was like, once I do that, that is the sign that I have made it in life. If I'm in there and I could be fancy as shit and I could fucking order Starbucks in the morning, hey, can I get a fucking Starbucks and a gourmet mac and cheese, bitch, and have it just be sent up, like that is living right there. So a couple years ago, a couple of my friends went here to stay in the Coeur d'Alene Resort, and it was everything I expected. Okay, it was lovely. I had a great time. So, you know, like this whole street is really like, it's really quaint and cool, and I loved going down it and like just kind of walking and hanging out and shit. But as you can see, I mean, it's so like alive, you know, like there's so many people like just walking around and living their life out here. And what's great about it too is that it's ever growing. Like, I'll show you some shit that is literally brand fucking new. Like this building, this is brand new. That building, brand new. This whole park area that you're looking at right here is also brand new. Like when I went here probably 5 years ago, all this shit was just dirt and looked like ass. And now look at it. One thing that I'm super glad that they kept intact, because, you know, this is like a huge park now, is this little area over here called Tubbs Hill. So I can't really get any closer than this, but Tubbs Hill was a very special and important place to me, because anytime that I was like down and just really fucking sad and just driving alone at night, trying to figure out like, what is my life? What am I doing? I would go to this kind of like little overlook on Tubbs Hill, and you'd be able to overlook kind of like all this lake and resort and everything like that. So you're still able to go up there and explore and, you know, for me, have those same feelings that I did back then going up there. Also though, Tubbs Hill was the place where the same girlfriend that didn't want to watch Narnia, we were, you know, going out on a date, and I was like, yeah, let's go fucking for a walk or whatever. So we went to Tubbs Hill. I wanted to LARP, because LARPing is cool. So I was going up and I was getting into character. I was like this fucking elf mage, you know, and we were walking up this hill, and I was trying to start this dialogue or whatever, and she just was not having any of it. And at some point, like, she actually like rolled her ankle, like sprained her ankle, and she was like raging pissed. She's like, ow, fuck, get me off this fucking mountain. And I refused to break character. So I was like, what can I do to help, my lady? Do you need some elvish medicine? She's like, no, I need a fucking bandage. I do not have a bandage, but I do have this elvish medicine that may lift the curse that has been placed upon your foot. And the elvish medicine was just some coffee that I had just poured in on her foot. What the fuck? It's just made it worse. And I remember at that point, I picked her up, put her on my back, you know, like fucking Banjo-Kazooie style, and just sprinted down Tubbs Hill, which is like a pretty sizable mountain. And I was just like on a fucking mission because I would not break character. Yeah, so another really bad date. Honestly, guys, I literally think that's it. I don't think there's anything more I could show you about Coeur d'Alene, because like this was a very short period of my life. Like the difference between Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene was like I spent my entire youth in Sandpoint, so I got to know it a lot more. I had more memories there. Coeur d'Alene was a short period between when I was leaving my hometown and when I decided to move to Florida. So that said, I'm actually going to just leave that off right there. And if you guys are interested in watching the next saga of my life, the dreaded Florida saga. Then make sure to like this video and also subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be told when I make new videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, just be reminded that there's been The Last Unicorn playing in the background, so at least you probably got some entertainment out of that. Oh man, I can't wait for this copyright strike. It's gonna be awesome. Also guys, happy Spooptober. I'm thinking I may or may not do a Don't Laugh Challenge spooky edition this year, so if you do want to leave any submissions for that, make sure to do so at my Discord, links in the description down below, or you can do it at the card thing probably up here.
But Destery, I don't want to go to Discord no matter how many times you tell me, and no matter how easy it is to submit things via your submissions channel, and how great your community is, and how wonderful everyone is in simping for each other. I don't want it.
If you don't want to join the Discord server, you can also send them to me on my Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, but if you guys would like to, you know, like at me and then, you know, send submissions through there, fucking go for it. I'll look at them all. I'll add them to the spooky submissions for the Don't Laugh Challenge, but I'm not, you know, just fuck Twitter. Who goes on Twitter, man? Honestly. Also, bonus points if they are Halloween related, so. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time, and fair winds.